everyone, welcome back to another video. Out here with Rachel and Enzo doing a little bass fishing. Got some really nice weather, nice and cloudy, but it's like 70 degrees. Yep. Perfect out, no wind, so we're gonna cruise around the lake and try to catch some bass. Stay tuned. I have a bigger, heavier jig on, so you can fish on the inside. I'll cast like up this way. That'll be covered.
Should I do shorter casts?
That fish? You got your bit. I was like, it's swimming out deeper. All right, we're on the board. Chop it. That didn't take long at all. Let you grab them. You get a cormorant scar on that one. Every fish has a freaking cormorant scar on them. So brutal. Enzo, enough. Quiet down, buddy. That was so funny. Right when you said I'm gonna do shorter casts, just instant bit.
Enzo. I know. I was like, did I really get snagged again?
Well, I saw you like lift it up the first time and a rod tip, like you could see it. It didn't like snap like you're on like a rock, like a hard snag. It kind of like leaned into it a bit. I was like, nice.
Oh, is this like a?
He's just
cormorant scar?
on the other side. It's pretty aggressive, right there.
Oh, thick. Survivor. Boom. On the board.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, like Rachel was just saying, that was a light bite for her because I noticed that she casted pretty shallow. Oh, that might have been a big old turtle jumping in the lake there. But I noticed that her line had swam itself out here. So if that fish picks up the bait and swims towards you, obviously it's just gonna be slack line, and you're not gonna feel any real heavy pressure or bite until you get that hook set in. But yeah, we're just covering water right now. I'm kind of fishing. She's got that it's like a neck breaker style hook with a little high-tech beaver on it. Feels weird. And I'm throwing a jig with a double tail grub on there, just to get some fish on the boat, and then we don't get any big ones or like a lot of numbers, we'll switch it up and try something else. With another little flip. Did you just toot?
Okay, Enzo.
Little beep.
That was cute.
Should I put that in the video? I'm going fishing with Bill Dance today. One of the guys I grew up watching fish. Oh, granite grouper. Nice, you got it. That was like his
You have like a motto?
Yeah.
Maybe we should do the one for you.
what would it be?
I don't know, but you should sing it. It should be like, feel fishing.
Like a hardcore.
Yeah.
Immediately lose 90% of my audience.
Be like,
This is a little aggressive.
yeah, we should write you a jingle.
Just
like
have
auto-tune the shit out of
have
it.
Enzo whining in the background. I'm into it. Bang shot. That would have been perfect cast, actually. That was like going right up on the bank. The perfect cast.
Hi, Mike. Hang in there, little bud.
There we go.
Yes, do you need a nut?
Is that your jacket? Oh no!
Enzo! Stop.
Just broke my rod tip. Shouldn't have bounced him. Well, lesson learned. Don't try to bounce a feisty fish. See you, buddy.
Like a basketball.
And then try to avoid Enzo attacking him. I just high sticked it too much and just snapped my rod tip. So that's fun.
Enzo, you owed out a new rod.
Yeah. Let me see those paw bucks.
Yeah, you better start saving up now.
Man down. Man down. But anyways, that's fish number 2. A little bit bigger than yours, right? Or were they about the same size?
I only saw first size.
Oh.
We'll have to go back to the tape.
Mine was bigger.
What's going on over there?
Oh. Oh, I see a coot butt.
Oh, okay. Your vision's better than mine.
Hell yeah. Just peg that fish right in the head.
Sometimes it works.
Wake up.
Sometimes when I do that, like, or I do hit a rock and then it pops into the water, like, because you're like, you think it's like a suicidal crawdad, you know, just like boom.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
That's easy prey.
Yeah,
Those
exactly.
suicidal crawdads.
He's been making a lot of weird noises.
He's been so vocal.
Are you ready to talk? He's like getting closer and closer to talking. I'm just like, it's gonna happen.
He just doesn't like the awkward silence, so he's just like,
That he did not used to be this vocal. I will tell you that.
okay, that's enough.
It's a develop.
There you go. Money. That's very shallow right there, though. Rod tip up. Like, yeah, it'll help you get snag less if you go straight up with the rod tip, because obviously you're going parallel, keeping the line closer.
Snagged. Literally snagged immediately.
That's not the Ned rig's fault.
Okay, but like, I'm still trying to figure out like.
I'll get it in 1 second. Damn it. You can set that one down and fish my jig.
It's okay.
No. This is. I don't want to blow this. I want you to cast that little jig out there because it's usually a good one at this point.
Caught it. Net?
Yeah. Let's use the net from now on.
Yeah.
You got him?
It's like weird color.
All right.
It's like purpley. Mouth.
Purpley in the mouth.
Enzo,
leave it.
Sit. Sit.
Oh, I
Or
see
lay
what you
down.
mean.
Go for it. Whew. Stay.
My glasses were fogging up on me there.
Hot and bothered.
There we go. That's a better one. Little football. Probably just getting ready to spawn.
Is it a girl?
Yep, female. Chunky female. Smoke that jig. But there we go. Nice one. Number 3. Belly flop. I splashed you.
I got it.
See? We didn't have to go get it. Nice.
Great.
Alrighty. Changing her name from Rack City to Snags. Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, what was that? You've only had to get out one snack for me today so far, though.
That's good. That's progress.
And I've made a lot of snacks, so that should tell you a lot.
Weird. Oh, I had a feeling that wasn't a fish. It felt kind of fishy.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, it just felt like that mushy, but nope, that was tree fish. So Rachel, I want you to tell us what your favorite thing about fishing is.
Oh my
Now
god.
that you've been doing it for almost 3 years. So 2.5.
Catching a fish.
Pretty obvious. Besides that, like get a little more deep for us here.
I am the type of person that like my mind runs a lot, so like it's hard for me to like even like sit and watch a TV show without like doing something else or thinking about something else.
I've noticed.
So yeah, so it can be hard for me to like relax. But fishing, it's like you can't like fish and be on your phone at the same time, or you can't like fish and think about work at the same time necessarily. So it like relaxes you, but it also keeps you focused.
Yep.
And then catching the fish is the other part. So I
That's-
like it
that's
because
the,
it like calms you down.
That's the added bonus, the fish catching part.
I will also say
Getting snagged doesn't calm me down.
the other part that I really like is like fishing is not easy. A lot of people just don't have the patience for it.
I am surprised you've taken to it the way you have.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
I didn't see you as a patient person.
I can be for certain things.
Fishing.
I'm just not patient. There's no
That's
sense of urgency with fishing.
Yeah.
Except
Unless
to
you
reel
haven't-
it in.
I was gonna say unless the sun's going down and you haven't caught one yet.
Or you
Then
have
you're
to
like,
set
oh
the
my
hook.
god.
Or you're trying to avoid a snag.
No, that's a good point though. I like that. It is one of the activities, hobbies, sports, whatever you want to call it, that it does clear your mind. It allows you to just kind of boil, to just be in the moment.
But it's also relaxing. You know?
Yeah, that's how I felt about like bodyboarding and surfing, right? Because when you're riding a wave, you literally can't think about anything else.
Exactly. And it's less dangerous than both of those things.
I don't know. I saw you just fling that hook back at yourself.
That's,
If you want to go deeper out where I am,
then that's different. Try different angles here.
try all the things.
Remember one of the first times that you took me float tubing and I got stuck in a tree and I got frustrated and I broke your rod?
You remember that?
I was so scared.
That's right. A little scary? Do you think
No,
I
I
was gonna
was
like
scared.
yell at you?
Yeah, I was like, and then I broke another one like a week later. I was
Yeah,
like, oh my
I was
god,
like-
he's never gonna
yeah,
take me fishing.
I was like, Rachel, you're not allowed to stick the rods in the treetops anymore. How'd you break the second one? I only remember the first one.
I don't know. I feel like I have broken more than one of your rods.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, these freaking fish. Short bit again. But obviously rods break all the time. I broke one today. And generally speaking, you got it. Generally speaking, they usually snap right where mine did, probably third eye down. Because when you high stick with any sort of weight, especially a fish that's shaking its head, it's just a weird angle. It can't allow that rod to bend in the designed way. Wow, she's going deep.
So go deep and long. I will say I like these.
What are you saying?
Enzo.
Nice.
Is it just like the maybe the colors of the skyers? Don't they look more purple around their mouths like here? Than, more than usual, or maybe I just haven't been fishing that long. Don't they look kind of different?
Look like bass to me, baby.
Okay.
All right. I got like 3 short bites on this jig and finally got this one to stick. They were probably just swiping at those little pinchers there. Gentle. Oh, no, that is not gentle. See you, buddy. What were you saying, Rachel?
I don't remember.
All right, that one's finally blown out. Got quite a few fish on it, though, for a Yamamoto. Those things are pretty soft. But if you guys are wondering what I'm using as a trailer right now, it's just that Gary Yamamoto. You can tell I've had this bag for a very long time because what it actually is completely rubbed off. But it's the Enzo, listen up, bud. Double tail grub, I think. Oh, here's another one. I've had these forever. But this is the 5-inch double tail grub. I like the 5-inch on these slightly bigger jigs. And then, is that a fish?
Tree pounder.
Oh, tree pounder.
Look at this. Look at this though. This is probably the biggest tree I've caught. Oh my gosh.
Do you need the net?
Get the net. I don't.
What about the gaff? Don't snap the rod tip.
Look at that.
Hold on, let me get it. Let me lip it. Oh yeah, it's slimy.
Let's take that home for the fish tank.
Could you imagine? All right, let's quick release that one.
Sorry.
Get your girlfriends into fishing. You'll never have a bad time.
Let's not bring
Just never have peace again. Anyways, yeah, that 5-inch. This, I forget what jig this is. I think it's like a no, it's an evergreen jig. I forget the name of it, but 3/16 ounce, 3/8 ounce. It's lighter than half an ounce, but hand tied. I almost always buy skirts that are hand tied, just because. Full disclosure, I buy in bulk when, you know, tackle stores are having sales, usually around the holidays. So I like to stock up on them. And sometimes those rubber skirted jigs, the rubber just melts and then you're left having to pay money to buy replacement skirts. And it's like a whole process. So I almost exclusively buy hand-tied skirts. And I really like that wire keeper. It really helps keep that bait pinned on there rather than just the extension of the lead. But yeah, can't go wrong with the green pumpkin. Just line it up, thread it on there, hop around in the rocks. All right, I bounced that one, but I got the free spool before he snapped my rod. There we go. That's number 5. No giants, but dude, even this one has a freaking cormorant scar. Those things are brutal. It's probably hard to see on the GoPro, but when I rub my finger over it, there's a definite like indent and scales missing from that top hook. And on the other side, they generally don't have a scar. It's usually just from that top hook, the beak. But a little chunky one.
Cormorants are one of the only birds that will kill just to kill. Like they
Wait,
won't
really?
even eat the food. Yeah. I don't know if it's, I know that they do that. Maybe they're not one of the only ones, but
That's fish number 5. Try and get Rachel another one. Obviously they're liking that jig today. I know, buddy, you wanted to say bye to the fish too. Another tree pounder for Rachel.
twig pounder.
Twig pounder?
Branch. Scoot. Scoot that push.
Oh, I got fish blinding it out.
Oh my god. Do you need to not go?
Oh, God. I can net it myself. You fish like that. I just...
That looks like a bigger one.
Yeah, I know. These are all the same size. That was pretty ridiculous. I was just swimming. Freaking jet. Yeah, another little guy. I was just, I made a cast behind this tree and I was just swimming the jig back in open water and he ate it. Pretty little guy. Thanks, buddy. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up the video there. I hope you enjoyed coming out and fishing with us. We had a lot of fun. Obviously, Rachel got the first fish.
Woo!
But then after that, just couldn't find him. But we're going to go pick up our buddy Jack and then bring him back out. So the 3 of us are going to be out here fishing again, hopefully film for another video, change up the techniques a little bit, try some more moving active baits. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe and we'll see you later.